beginning of the hot seat.
Spicy.
So we want to welcome on our show today, we have the group themselves. Half Send, everybody. Make sure you guys give a big round of applause for them. What is going on? Welcome in the chat, everybody. What is going on? We have Tony, Gingy, Shane, and Gabe in the window here, and they are going to answer some questions, some burning questions that we want to know. And our motto for the show is always up to the line of controversy and over the line of fun. I think these guys have a lot of personality. Can we get these guys to get sweaty in the hot seat or maybe even burn up a little bit? We'll see. Let's find out right now. Tony, the first question is for you. And he has a head start.
Damn it.
That is great. That is great. Now let's say that again.
The fake laugh turned to a real laugh, and now I'm disappointed.
All right, so we want to learn a little bit about you guys, and the first thing that we're going to come at you with is, where does your username or your gamer handle come from?
It's a play on full send, half send. Just, it's supposed to kind of symbolize we're just some regular guys doing our best.
Doing your best.
We're just half sending it. We're sending it. We're trying.
I like it. Full send, half send. I like it. Either way.
We're just some middle-aged folks trying to make our way in the world.
Whatever lane it is, you're just trying to go.
We're just trying to figure out what we want to be when we grow up.
Very nice. Now, do you guys get a lot of questions about your name in general, or is it just like, oh, okay, like it's just they know because of the play on the words there?
I think
most of the time we actually get more of who's half and who's send.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder. They think it's like, so half send's supposed to be more like a moniker, like it's like almost like a way of life, like what's that, like the chive kind of thing, like half send is like, we wanted it to more feel like that, like just people doing their best at whatever. Like if you're going to do something, even if you're a half, send it anyway, kind of thing. And and there isn't really, like, it wasn't really intended necessarily, even though a lot of people associate the channel to me because I stream by myself sometimes. It's supposed to be a conglomerate of all of us are on the same page trying to do something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured in the first place. I know, like I was saying earlier, is that you're like the leader of the group or the backbone of the group. At the same time, it really has come down to now.
He's the leg.
He's the leg. That's funny. Now, let's get into our next question. Some of you guys are into Marvel, some of you guys aren't. Gingy, you guys both play this game. Are you the same level TCP as the rest of the guys, or are you like, what's your TCP actually?
Currently mine is, oh no, we got to go to, I'm in the war screen. I think it's about 6.5 mil.
Okay.
It's not anything to be super boasty about, but it's not like terrible.
6.5 is not bad at all. 6.5 is not bad. It's a half send to 12. That's hilarious. Which is probably where actually Tony's at, right? Tony, you're what, 11 million, I think, right?
Yeah, I hit 11 yesterday.
Nice. Well, congratulations on that. That's a big deal. A lot of effort put into that game. Now, Gabe and Shane, are you guys? Where are you guys in this hot seat? Not in this hot seat. I just was reading chat. Sorry. Where are you guys in this TCP?
I got an account at 8 mil right now.
Okay.
And I'm the odd man out as I do not play MSF.
Oh my goodness. The vocalist.
Yes. Yes.
However, he is probably one of the bigger Marvel fans here.
Yeah,
just
no,
comic
super
books.
fan.
Comic books
He's-
in general.
he's the
He
biggest
makes
fan.
up for it
Yeah.
with that he is in fact a comic book fanboy.
That's
He's the
hilarious.
biggest fan.
Well,
Biggest fan.
The
That's
biggest fan of the
this
show boy.
actually is great because it actually brings up our next question. So maybe you want to lead us off here. What is your favorite Marvel character storyline or movie? In I mean,
Man,
in
that seems like a
any
loaded
bit
question,
here.
Do you want to start, Tony?
Oh, mine's easy. Favorite movie?
Yeah.
Let's start with favorite movie. Well, he's right up there with characters too. I can watch Deadpool every week and not get sick of it.
That's
Yeah.
a great,
Deadpool
yeah.
Yeah, lots of replay value.
Yep.
Are you more of a fan of one or two?
Well, the thing is, I've watched one so many times waiting for two that now I watch two over and over again. So I think it's a balance.
It's a balance.
But I also will say that character-wise, as far as like powers and how badass, I think they are. I am a big fan of Black Panther also. So
Awesome.
So Black Panther, Deadpool are at the top of my list. Yeah, and then Long Shot's up there too.
Oh wow, you are a fan of Longshot. That's cool. Now, are you a fan of Longshot from like the animated series, or actually from like the comic book, or fan of him just in
Comic
general? Because
books.
okay,
X-Men was the comic that I collected the most when I was younger. So
that's cool. That's like not even surface level. That's definitely like going down to like the like if you were to say like A, B, and C. That's more of like a C level area of like depth in general about the Marvel lore. Like he's not a
Mhm.
character. Everyone knows Longshot, but it's not like he's like the prime. He's not like a top
it's
second tier character.
mainstream, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's move on over to Shane really quick. So Shane, who's your favorite Marvel character?
I'd have to say it's a dead set tie between Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh wow.
And as far as the storyline, I would go with. Oh man, I'd probably have to go. I really enjoy the Marvel Zombies storyline that they went with. Obviously, it's not a main storyline thing, but I've always been a big fan of the zombie culture. So mixing my favorite comics with zombies was always an A1 thing for me.
That's
What's
awesome.
on that?
And then as far as favorite MCU movie, 100% the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I was more excited than anybody else in my town about that movie
Mhm.
because everybody's like, "Who the heck are the Guardians of the Galaxy?" I'm
Right.
over here, yeah, finally, Rocket and Groot, let's do this.
Yeah.
Full send.
When you brought up the zombies, my favorite series of any Marvel series is actually Secret Wars. If anybody knows Secret Wars,
Very good storyline.
yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff that happened in the Secret Wars series. That's where Spider-Man got the symbiote suit, the iconic Hulk holding a mountain up. There's a lot of really cool stuff in that series. So
Yeah, that whole thing is a very interesting topic. There's a lot of spoilers for that for the MCU in the future, and there's just let's just say Secret Wars is very, very, very plausible in Phase 4. Am I right?
yeah,
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right. Now, Gingy, why don't you go ahead and give us your favorite?
That is a very easy question for me, and that is a Thor. Hands down, favorite character, always has been. I love the first and third movies.
Uh-huh. What's missing there?
I don't think there's anything missing there.
That's funny. That's great.
Important, anyways.
Yeah. As far as storylines go, the newest storyline with Thor, where he becomes a Herald of Galactus, I feel like that's creeping up on my favorite one.
Okay.
But it's still got to be a Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now movie. Oh, you already said the two. That just I mean
First and third.
the first and the third only. That's right. Now let's roll over to Gabe really quick. What is your favorite character and storyline?
My
my favorite character would also have to hands down be Deadpool.
Okay.
He's like the most relatable character you can have.
Yeah.
I know
It's true.
he's become a lot more popular since the movies came out, and people
Right.
are like, "Oh yeah, Deadpool fan forever." It's like you have, but not as like the real comic book heads.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, sir.
Deadpool
Do you
is the-
own a New Mutants 98?
Deadpool's one of the few characters I've known for a long time that I've been really excited about because he's just a dude
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's not good or bad. It's just he's doing stuff.
And not to
It's-
mention, we have the perfect actor playing him too.
Right.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, no, he was my favorite character before we seen
Right,
Ryan Reynolds
absolutely.
don that suit. And then
Yes.
it's just like,
Mhm.
yeah.
That is great. All right. Now let's move on to these other questions here. We want to get you guys nice and toasty. So, Tony, what is the worst character that's not a minion in the game?
Like mechanically, or what are we looking at here?
Just in general, on your own opinion, worst character, not any minion. It doesn't have to necessarily be like about, I mean, it really is about their kit. It really is about their kit, but it also can be like, wow, like this character just does not live up to its name at all. It could be really either or, but it's really more about the kit. I mean, it really doesn't live up to, I don't want to, like, I can't play with this character.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm looking at them right now, and I have so many minions at the bottom. I think Mbaku could be. He's a pretty crappy tank in this game. His
Yeah.
taunt doesn't come till real late. He doesn't really provide a whole lot. I think Wakandans were a letdown across the board, but yeah, Mbaku's should be a lot better than what he is. He's a pretty big of disappointment. I could go off like on Nebula and run a string of other ones that I'm kind of disappointed on too.
Yeah.
But I'll say for me as a man, you guys, really wish you could get that right. Is Black Panther should be amazing, and he's not. So
This
on the
is
same
true.
note, Mbaku.
This is true. Tony, we want to follow up with that? Not Tony. I'm sorry, Gingy. You want to follow up with that?
Oh man, if I had to make an executive decision on a character that I think is the worst, it's gotta be between. It's a tie between two. It's either Nebula or Okoye.
Oh wow.
Okoye's pretty bad
Man,
too.
no love for Wakanda today.
Yeah.
No,
It's not that they don't want to. It's just that they didn't make them as good as they should
I
have.
love the characters, but it's
Right.
like they basically made him Hawkeye.
They're actually coincidentally tied to the best event in the game,
Yeah.
Chaos Theory, which is around the corner. So
They got no love.
you only bring them up to do that, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You really
That's a
don't.
great point.
I use them in war defense briefly, maybe on offense briefly, and then they got benched, all of them except for Shuri.
Yeah, that's a great point you bring up. Just in general, to the fact that they're so bad that you have to bring up for a very specific event, and even if you want to move forward. And especially the fact that you're looking at characters that are not only in the movies, not only that are big names, but they were supposed to be a big foundation to either raids and to other parts of the game. They are really actually good on defense as a quiet defense if you haven't leveled up all the way. But other than that, they just can't hang in other game modes, right?
Well, unless you're playing in beta raids and they're on the other side of the
Yeah.
that's the first character I try to kill now in beta raids because I've had Black Panther, the computer operated Black Panther wipe out my whole team in difficulty 3. If you see him drop in beta raids, you got to get rid of Black Panther right away, or he'll kill everyone in one shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've experienced him yet in beta raids, but he's pretty bad.
Yeah, I've played around with them, let's just say that, but I really don't even try to use Wakanda unless I have like no other lives
No, I'm
left.
saying on the other side, when the computer's Black Panther will kill everyone.
Oh, right. Yeah, they just
I
it's
don't use
just it's
him for
crazy.
anything. He's completely on the bench.
Yeah, he's completely just absolutely OP on the other side. It's so
Yeah.
bizarre. Now let's move into some other things here. Now let's go back to Tony, and I'm going to ask you a question here that I'm sure everyone wants to know. The biggest thing is that have you ever given bad advice, and what is the worst advice that you've ever given, not in the game?
Not in the worst advice.
Yeah, just
I've
in
given
life.
some-
In life, you've given bad advice at some point, probably. What's the worst advice you've ever given?
I feel like you know his answer.
Geez, that's tough.
Gingy's
There's-
laughing, so I think he knows what this answer is going to be.
No, I don't even know what it's going to be. I think my perspective on a college education has changed dramatically over the years. There's a point in time in my life where I thought, when I was younger, that I thought a college education was directly tied to having control of your financial destiny,
Mhm.
and I obviously don't believe that now.
Mhm.
So
Okay, very cool. Now we want to ask another question, and the first thing is, what got you into MSF, and why? I mean, we know why you chose to stream it, which we were talking about earlier, but really, what got you into MSF? I mean, you were playing, the game of D&D. You've probably played some other games as well. What really was that moment that said, you know what, this is my game now?
I started playing it a year ago. I think just because I wanted something to enjoy on the go, because it was a mobile game. And I think I may have saw an ad for it maybe on Facebook or somewhere. And I always put it in the back of my mind that, hey, I should maybe try that out. I love Marvel, and if I love turn-based games, so like for me, turn-based games remind me of some of the RPGs. I'm a real RPG fanboy, so
Mhm.
it has kind of that RPG feel to it. And I started playing in the beginning of the year, and then as COVID hit, I went from a casual player to, like, I guess hardcore would be the best way to summarize that.
Casual to hardcore. I like it.
Yeah.
Is there like a term for that, like Kraken?
0 to 100.
Now,
You say you're Draken.
yeah, right. Now, now I want to move over to Gingy. I want to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, what hobbies do you have besides, being around in MSF, this game and hanging out with Tony and doing all that? What are the things that you like to do outside of that realm?
So what? It's probably been seen on stream as well. I do paint.
Yeah.
Pictures for D&D. I really enjoy doing that. I consider myself a self-taught artist. I don't claim to be good at it, but
Have some.
at some level, there is a number of years of experience trying to better myself at art. And I am sure that everyone in this room can co-sign that I have sunk a embarrassing amount of hours into character creation for D&D.
Yes. Can confirm.
Can't confirm.
It's an addiction. Yeah, it's bad.
Now,
There's
being an
roots.
artist is subjective, and other people, will come in and they'll find out what you really understand to be, oh wow, like I like this because it's from a different perspective, right? So, any hobby that you can come up with. I mean, obviously, painting is a really big and it's a really hard, style of art. What's something that you're like this is what you're passionate about, right? Like you're passionate about,
Mhm.
painting. What is something that that you're developing, or rather something you've taken from another artist, so you're like, I'd like to try and emulate that and change it into my own like style?
If we're speaking on like a general topic here, like I really enjoy taking what other people figure out how to do, and I consider this art as well. I enjoy taking what other people can do for Twitch and kind of like expanding on stuff like that with graphics and overlays, stinger transitions, all that kind of stuff. I consider that like a really enjoyable thing for myself. I will, Tony will co-sign. I've spent probably close to 100 hours just messing around on OBS trying to
Yeah.
make the coolest thing I possibly can for an 80s style news show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the news show is great. It's really funny. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to check it out, personal plug here. Check it out. Are you guys youtube.com/halfcent, or is it XX halfcent?
Gaming.
Halfcent Gaming. There it is. Okay.
Yeah,
so
one of our
Halfcent Gaming.
channels is called Half Send, and we haven't uploaded to that one yet. But Half Send Gaming is where all the gaming stuff is going.
All right, so youtube.com/halfcent gaming is their primary. So now that we've gotten a couple of those in there, let's get back to some of these harder questions. We need to get going. So the first thing that I want to get to is going back to our bassist, and well, not really bassist, but our piano man and our vocalist here. Very quickly, I want to know, what was the age you were first kissed?
First memorable kiss, or around when I think it happened, or
I mean, first memorable is what we're gonna get to. But when was the age you were first kissed? Somebody just came up to you, not your mom, Like, you got like you were in 8th grade or not 8th grade. You were 8 years old and you just got kissed. It didn't matter.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna say the first memorable kiss I had was in 1st grade.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, one of the cuter girls in my grade at that point that I thought was, and that's what I can remember.
Yeah.
You guys legitimately high-fived.
That's
it
cute.
It was one of those situations where she's like, "You want to kiss?" I was like, "Sure."
Right.
And it happened. I was like, that's weird.
You're
Yeah.
just jealous
I
what
want
first
more.
grade play is.
Oh yeah, you haven't heard my answer yet.
Well, that's really cute. Now, what was the age that you got? Really quick, back to Gabe here. What was the age where you were like, you had a girlfriend, or you were like, oh, like like it was like not serious, but you were like, in your teen years, you were like, this is like the girl that I like, that you kissed or she kissed you?
Oh, probably about 11.
11. Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, I started on that kind of early. Found a girl I really liked, and that's when like the whole like middle school, late elementary makeout kind of stuff started happening.
That's cute. That's adorable. All right. Let him live. Let him live. All right, Shane, let's find out from you, my friend.
Let's see, probably around like 12 or 13, I'd say. I think that's when I had my first like serious girlfriend, serious relationship.
Okay.
They were serious?
The definition of
Serious.
Okay.
Well, I mean, at the time when you're like 13, it's like, yeah, this is pretty serious. Like, we share juice boxes, so this is pretty serious.
That's hilarious. Now,
would you like to share this Lunchables charcuterie board with me?
oh my gosh, that is absolutely hilarious. That is by far one of the funniest things. I've never put together Lunchables with a charcuterie board. That is hilarious.
He said, I'll let you have the mini Butterfinger.
Now,
right there.
I love Butterfingers too. That's
a power move when you're 13.
I ate that Butterfinger.
power move. All right, Gingy, what about you?
Oh God, are we talking first kiss, first girlfriend?
Let's just go with memorable.
Okay. Same. First kiss, first grade, man.
Okay.
It wasn't me.
It was actually really weird. So there was this girl that I liked in first grade, and we ended up having our first kiss behind a tree that points at the house that my parents live in now.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
So that's cool.
Yeah. That's
so did you like
cool.
look that tree out the window and was like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Funny story. They cut the tree down.
No. Are you
Not letting them do that again.
how bummed were you about the tree?
What's that?
How bummed were you about the tree?
Listen,
He sleeps with one of the logs in his bed.
I swear to God. So this is super weird. When they cut down the tree, my mom actually asked for the person who was cutting down the tree to give her a section of the cut tree, and I don't know why.
She
Aw.
knows why.
She
You
knows
know
why.
why.
She
You
knows
know
why.
why. She knows why.
She said she wanted to make a table out of it, and she never did. So I burned it.
It was the final ritual to saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Now when you were in your teen years, did you have a little kiss there too, or no?
I actually was a super like stick to myself kind of kid, like real awkward. Yeah, nerd.
Nerds are cool.
Now,
No,
nerds are cool now.
I actually didn't have my first girlfriend until I was 17.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of a late bloomer myself in some respects. So now,
Yeah.
with that being said, what did you guys? Was that like high school, or was that like in like a summer kind of like thing where like how'd you meet your?
We were actually in the same class, same grade at the public school that I went to, and a year later we actually got engaged.
Wow.
And that didn't work out.
Aw. It's okay though. But I mean, that's a memorable moment in general of your life. You're like, I really like this person. All right, Tony. Hit us hard with this answer here. Hit us hard with this answer. Memorable kiss.
The first one? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Sorry to cut off.
Yes.
First memorable
First, the very first one was actually the first on record girlfriend I ever had, which is probably like, I don't know, like 7th or 8th grade. And she kissed me.
We
Just want to state that she kissed me and threw me off guard. I went with it, but back then it was just the,
Yeah.
I think I probably made the little sound. So
You got it. It's a prerequisite.
That's great. That's great.
That was the one. I think back then the relationships lasted maybe like weeks or a month or something. Like
just a fad.
Yeah.
Is young love.
Yeah. Tony in love. I think he's blushing right now. Actually, I think he's blushing.
I was a late bloomer in every respect, but after I had that first one, I had a lot of girlfriends back then. I was a lot of girls' first kisses after that.
Was it the baby face or what?
Just little,
I just ran up and stole them.
Yeah.
Let me see one of these.
Let me tell you a secret.
It's Tony is now Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
Now Tony, you are married.
Yep.
And you have had your best kiss with your wife.
Absolutely.
Now, who is the better kisser, you or her?
Oh, me for sure.
Full confidence, no hesitation.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Amanda.
And how sweet is your wife?
Oh God, she sets a new bar I didn't know existed when it comes to being a sweetheart.
Are you
Yeah,
you more
actually,
like a are you
it's
more
really
like a
tricky.
I'm not even exaggerating.
No, it's not really an
The
exaggeration.
absolute nicest woman I've ever met. She is the sweetest at all times.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
It's sickening.
Are now now Tony, are you like more like you guys have like an amazing relationship together, right? And
Yeah.
are you more of like are you not to be like are you a sap, or are you more of like are you guys balanced in both in that perspective?
Yeah, we're really balanced.
That's
I think
good.
my sappy stuff is kind of behind me now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's different once you get. For me personally, I feel like I'll say this: it took me a lot of bad ones to find the good one, and I
Uh-huh.
feel like some of that, some of your perspective changes after a lot of years,
Mhm.
and so we have moments of sappiness. I'll say this: we those little smooches and hugs, we're probably disgusting on that level because we show each other a lot of affection.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but we're not like we're not the type that will like
Make out in public.
do we don't we're not big in PDA. We don't do
Right.
stuff like I'm not the type that does real over the top romantic stuff, but like if it's something I know that will hit her in the heartstrings, I'll do that.
Okay. Again, you're
So,
leading by
like,
example.
she has a very senior Chihuahua, and we recently surprised her. We groomed. I did my best to bathe the Chihuahua. We got her a blingy new collar. She had a photo shoot. We had a chef come in and make her her gourmet food, and we had a whole picture thing done with her. The whole thing was really cool. So that's I feel like that's my way into my wife's heart is to do stuff like that.
That's awesome, man. I think that's very admirable, and I think it's also very sweet because you can't always be like the big dominating like brute that males can be, and I think in any point of a relationship, you do have to, especially when like you're in the closed doors, with your partner, you do have to be somewhat of like exposed. And I think I can kind of get that you love not only her with a lot of all of your heart, but you do love being into that moment of being sweet and um, caring to that relationship in her.
It's kind of like that analogy. Like it doesn't matter how big you are. When a
Mhm.
child hands you a play phone, you answer the phone.
Exactly. That's a great analogy. Now let's move on to some of these other questions before we get into this quick game. Tony, what is your most cherished unlock?
Most cherished.
Most
unlock.
cherished unlock.
Oh goodness.
Oh, this is them dad bros though.
I mean, it's been.
It's one of those, man. You know it is.
I think. Well, I'll say this. I'm a long shot fan, so I was super excited for long shot from like I'm a fan of this character, but for the oh my gosh, I'm so pumped I have this character. Black Bolt was a really big deal for me because like he's just so. I just remember it changed everything when I unlocked Black Bolt.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like Black Bolt changed the game. So.
Right. Now, with that being said, how much money have you spent on the game so far?
So I've heard things when people try to frame what is a whale, and I've heard that the agreed upon denomination is somewhere around $300 a month or whatever. I've heard that's what a lot of people gauge is, like if you're spending a car payment a month,
Yeah.
and there's times it hasn't been unusual to do that in a day. So I'll just say that.
All right. So that's quite a bit, and that's even more mysterious than what we've even predicted, because I know people are like, wow, like Half Send is a public kraken to the point of where people are thinking they're not really sure of not really how much you've spent, but like, wow, like there's so many different aspects to Tony's gaming. They're like, okay, he's got it here, like he hasn't played a whole long time, but he's really far in the game. Like the scale is pretty interesting because you probably have a very tall roster more than a wide roster, right?
Yeah, I have very few minions leveled. Most of my everything that I've concentrated on is I love war. So like I focus on I'm at the level of war where we full clear, so I typically only need 10 attacks. So I focus on basically the 8 defensive teams and the 10 attacks. So there's 18 teams. So multiply that times 5 is 90 characters that I have some sort of focus on.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a handful that are on the bench now. Obviously, you have like we talked about Wakandans that I've leveled up strictly for Chaos Theory that I don't really use anywhere other than Blitz and Chaos Theory.
Yeah.
And probably you have Phoenix who required Nobu and Hand Assassin, and I think some of my Kree are leveled up, even though I don't really use them anywhere other than Blitz. And so, but my roster is very focused, so it probably punches up more than someone of probably 3 million TCP higher than me that's been playing the game for a while.
Right.
Even more than that. So because mine was in a short time, mine's for all intents and purposes most of the important characters in the game.
Hyper focus.
Yep.
We gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, now Tony, last question for you, and then I'll open up to the rest of the group. One Infinity Stone in a fight, what would you use?
Time.
Time.
Yeah.
All right,
That's the
Gingy.
one thing we can't control. That I think it's the ultimate.
Is that
If you've ever watched have you ever watched? So I think it's some of the movies that are really interesting are like Lucy, and with what's her name? She played
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, and then the one with the guy from Hangover,
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Limitless. Like those movies where it's about unlocking all of your brain's potential.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's right. There's a part in that with one of the things that you can't control, even when you have all of your brain unlocked, is time.
Right.
And that one of the things that resonated with that movie with me. So I think time is, if you can control that, that's a big deal. So
It is.
I just instinctively time.
Yeah.
In those movies.
Nice. All right, Gingy, quick answer.
Mind Stone.
Mind Stone. You're the first person to say the Mind Stone on the show, by the way. Now, Mind Stone, very quickly defend that.
I'd argue that you'd have a hard time using the Time Stone if you're not thinking right. What I want you to do, you're not going to use the Time Stone.
That's hilarious. He's like, knowledge is power.
Yeah, I took the Mind Stone before you could think of that idea.
Ooh.
All right, Shane.
I'm probably gonna have to side with Tony on Time Stone, just because if you think back to the Infinity War movie, what was the one key reason that Thanos got all 5, or was it all 5? All 5?
6.
Stone, yes, 6 stones. Excuse me. The fact that he used the Time Stone to reverse Vision getting destroyed to get the Mind Stone. So without that game changer, he wouldn't have been able to complete his Infinity Gauntlet.
That's a great point. I like how you use that point instead of something else, and that's great. Now, Gabe, quick answer.
If I had to get one stone, it'd be the Reality Stone.
Ooh, very nice, man. Very nice.
I think the Time Stone, I really do. And one of those things that's always you can't get any more time back, but would you really need to if you could just have whatever you wanted at all times? That's it for me. I just want to live a good life.
Yeah. But over time.
Now,
but in reality, I don't have to put anyone out. I don't have to take from anyone else. I can just make my own.
That's a good point.
That works. I'm good on that. I'm good.
It's his personality, indefinitely.
Now, I have an answer here, and this is actually from the book. This is from the Infinity Gauntlet book. The Time Stone was actually taken by the Power Stone. Did you know this?
Really?
It was. The gardener was the one that held the stone, And what ended up happening was the Gardener was met on his world by Thanos. Thanos came and had a conversation. He said, "Why is time? Why do you garden when you have the time stone, right?" And what he didn't know was Thanos was using the Power Stone to speed up time, and the Gardener died, and eventually gave up the time stone. What about that? That is
really
mind blowing. You guys are just mind blown. Wow.
Did not know at all. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
That's news to us.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
look it up. Look it up. Now the other thing is, we just got done with this. We're gonna play a quick game with you guys before we head into our PvP. And you guys have your paddles ready. And viewers, this is gonna be a really fun new game for season 2 that we're doing. And this is gonna be really funny. Everyone is gonna get a chance to answer one of the questions by putting up their paddle. It's a yes while it's up, and a no if they can show that, or a Y or an N, either or. We're gonna try and do a score here of 1 to 5. So we're gonna try and see who wins that there. So whoever wins obviously gets the pat on the back. They get to fight about pride. So here we go. You guys ready for this? This is kind of brand new. Since we are in season 2, we have lots of things that we're trying to do here. So here we go.
Oh, I got it.
Have you ever driven more than 3 hours to go on a date with someone? Yes or no? Or lift up your paddle.
oh shit!
Yes,
Nope.
yes. You said yes. Everyone said yes. You've all driven 3 hours. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Quick question. Would is it driving to someone, or could this be you driving with someone to a date for 3 hours? 3 hours away?
The question specifically says, have you ever driven more than 3 hours to go on a date with someone? So that's probably 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, next question. Would you sell out your family and friends for fame? No. All right, that's good. We got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says niet.
All right. Would you be willing to look 10 years older in order to retire 10 years younger?
All day.
Come on. I already look like I'm 10 years older.
Tony says yes. Not yet. Oh, he's not sure. He says no. Tony says no. I had a feeling that was going to be it.
I like working too.
You don't want to be old man Tony?
I like working too, so whatever.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be a sense of purpose.
Well, if I just look like my dad when he was 40, I'm down.
If you love what you're doing, you never work a day in your life, right?
This is true. All right. So now the score here is actually 1. Tony's ahead of 1 because he's the only one that's different so far. So the score is all even there. So that is 1-0. Remember, the answers have to be different in order for it to be right, and in order for it to go. So here we go. Next question. This is a hot seat question. Do you support polygamy?
The two single
I
guys
don't-
are
I
like,
don't-
The 2 single guys are like,
the two single
Hey,
guys
I'm
are like,
the only
"Yup."
single guy, and if whatever happens behind your closed doors has nothing to do with me. Do what makes you happy.
oh, okay,
Everybody
yeah,
else.
that's yes, Disney.
None of my business. Do you, boo?
There you
Right.
go. All right.
You might not lounge around without pants. That's fine. It's my house.
I'm actually fine with it.
Yeah, he's fine with
I'm
it.
fine with it.
All right. So the score has now changed to that 1-1-1. So it's 3 and let's see, 3 1s and 0. Is that correct? Is that where we're at? So Tony has
That's
1. Tony has 1. Gingy has 1. Actually, no, that's all right. Because there's no one said different, right? Tony
I
said
said no.
Tony said no.
I said no.
He said no. So it's okay. So we got 1, 1, and 1, and 0. And Shane's on the donut.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Have you ever got a tattoo that you regret?
Oh,
I don't have tattoos.
Oh man! Oh my goodness. Okay, so who has nose?
No for me.
No for me.
Okay, so that is that's they says okay, they says yes. Okay. So the yeses obviously are the opposite of that. So Tony has 2, Gingy has 2, Shane has 1, Gabe has 1 because he doesn't have any tattoos. So that kind of negates his answer, right? What do we think here? Is that right?
No, I'm the
No,
one.
I have
I'm the
tattoos.
one with no tattoos.
I'm sorry. Yes. Shane.
He doesn't regret any of them.
Yeah, no, I don't regret any of my tattoos.
Oh, okay, so you don't get a point there. So you don't get a point of yours. All right.
Okay.
So let's see. We have. Would you shave your eyebrows off for $500?
Blowing them off for free.
They grow back, people.
Right.
They grow back. All right. All right.
I mean, you could even draw them and like look like an anime character for like 3 months. Have a time with it.
Oh
Shoot, when I was
my
younger,
goodness.
my brother shaved them off for me for free.
No charge.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now that brings that score.
Oh,
Let's see.
Great.
Tony said yet, so that actually changes his. So everyone said yes except for him. So that is what? 3, 2, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2, 1.
Cheating.
All right.
He's cheating.
Kind of cheating there, right? Kind of cheating, right? All right. Here's the next question. Have you ever been cock blocked by your friend? That's great. That is too funny. There's probably a lot. There's probably a lot of answers into that. All right, next question. Have you ever talked your way out of a speeding ticket?
Yes.
What? Wow. Okay. Same score still. Here we go. Let's see. Ooh, these are some really. Oh my gosh.
I'm not scared.
the last time we got pulled over, the cop walked up, looked in the window, and goes, "Oh God," he said, "Have a good one."
That's funny.
It has
Oh
nothing to
my
do with the summer on his
gosh.
chest.
That's hilarious. Okay, here we go. Would you get a lot of enjoyment from being a member of the opposite sex for a day? No? Wait. No. So we have 2 no's? Okay, so we have
I just want to know what it's like.
Yeah.
You just wanna
right.
feel your own-
That's what's
I'm having-
crazy.
Guy, man.
All right. So now we have
Yeah, right.
One day?
You said just one
the
day. They
same
didn't
thing.
say the day ended. at
It's
all.
the same with the eyebrows, man. They grow back.
See, your time still got you're that day forever.
all right.
I have no envy to find out what it's like to be a ginger woman.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have 3, 3, 3, and is that 1 or 2, Shane? 3, 3, 3, 3, 1 or
Two?
is it
I think
2?
it's 2 for me.
It is 2? Okay. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. All right, 2 more. We're playing to 5, remember that. All right, so let's see. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Would you accept $500,000, but every Saturday for the rest of your life, you had to work as a clown at kids' parties? Yes.
All day.
I have nieces and nephews. I'm a clown on the weekend for free.
That's
Right,
hilarious.
Live with me, so I'm an everyday clown as it is.
You should see our work environment.
Oh my
I
gosh.
am the clown.
Right?
You've seen our content. We're this every day.
Always clowning.
All right.
You're clown. You're not clown.
Next question, since no one had the opposite answer there. Have you ever been drunk or high at work? Someone's not answering. No. Okay. Okay.
Fine, that
Oh, we have
took too
two.
long.
We have two. We have two that are no's. We have two that are no's. Okay. Okay. So, if you have, you get a point because obviously you're not supposed to do that. So,
Do a
um,
lot.
so we have it's 3-3-4 for Gabe and 3 for Shane. So 3-3-4-3. All right.
Yep.
Winner here. Winner coming up. Winner coming up. Here we go. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. Should I do that one? Oh my gosh. All right. You guys ready for this one?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You guys like food. You guys have a cooking channel. You guys are
Food.
food, yes. Belly. Anything that goes in the belly, right, Tony? You got it. You got to try it, right? He's just answering yes. All right.
Sorry.
This is already going to be interesting. All right, Tony, really quickly, what is the most interesting food you've eaten?
Sorry, cut out. Did you ask the most interesting food I've ever eaten?
Yeah, most interesting food you've ever eaten.
I think I've had octopus and alligator. I think that's about the most interesting.
Okay.
Either one of those, depending on who you ask.
Gingy?
I would have to say it. I mean, it technically qualifies as a food, but I've tried a 9 million Scoville unit hot sauce.
Okay. That's interesting. Shane?
Let's see. Most interesting. Goodness. Probably bear jerky.
Bear jerky. Interesting. Okay.
I had bear jerky also.
All right.
It's actually pretty good.
It's really good, actually. It's really good.
Okay. All right, Shane. Gabe?
I want to say some form of jerky, but I've had every animal basically in North America. But recently, due to some friends, I got to try a Wagyu steak.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
That's
Not on the
probably-
interesting level, but awesome level.
Yeah, it was probably the most outside of my bounds I've ever gone because I'm a basic food kind of guy.
Okay. Okay. So this is gonna get real interesting. You've guys seen that?
Okay, wait a second here.
This is the
Gabe's like, oh, I went way out of my comfort zone to eat $100 steak. It was so
Yeah,
hard.
but which one of us only ate 2 pieces of that steak?
It's your fault.
Not me.
No, you guys enjoyed it. You guys had that look on your face like it was just meat sex.
Oh
So I
my
was like, you know what?
gosh.
I want to see that face on you. I'm a cool.
It was
All right.
meat set.
You guys
Oh,
ready
those
for this
wet-
last one?
Yes.
She was fish-like.
This is pretty hardcore. Have you seen that TV show? Remind me of it. What's it called again? Oh,
Fear
yeah.
Factor?
Fear Factor. Yeah. Fear Factor. Would you eat bull's testicles for $500? No.
No.
No. Yes. Oh, it looks like we have a tie. It looks like we have a tie. So 3-4-4-3. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna have a tiebreaker here because out of Gingy and Gabe, because that's crazy. For $500, bull's testicles? Ooh, that's rough. Okay.
So one food I won't eat.
It's a one food you won't? Okay.
An oyster, nah.
All right, here we go. To break the numbers here for the win. Yes, here, you guys ready? You guys ready for this one? Would you slap your mom in the face for $500 and she can't know that it's a staging? No. Okay. Can't break it there. Now, okay. Shane says yes. Okay, Tony, what would you say? What would you say? He
No.
said no. Okay, you guys love your moms. I love it. I love my mom too. This is great. This is
My
good.
mom's the only person who have knocked me out.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
We got to break this one. We got to break this one. You guys having fun here? Is this good? Is this a lot of fun?
Oh, yeah. It's a
Okay.
good time.
All right, here we go. Would you gain 100 pounds for 6 months for a 6-month term? Would you gain 100 pounds for a 6-month term for $200? Yes. Oh, okay. We have a no. Okay, so in order to break this, the reason has to be legit from everybody here in the collective as this is a valid answer. So we're gonna go with the yes. So why would you do it, Gingy?
Oh, for me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're the ones that it.
Okay, so I would do it because, for the simple fact that I find it interesting of a challenge to myself to try to lose it again.
Oh, okay. I think that's a pretty valid answer. What do you guys think? Is that a valid answer?
Pretty valid answer.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Gabe, what's yours?
I'm gonna have to go with no.
Just why?
Why?
Yeah, but why?
Well, I've been on and off doing like the fitness thing for most of my life, and I've been at 200 pounds for 10 years.
Okay.
I've been trying to lose weight for 10 years. Like 180 is good, like a good number for me, and I cannot lose weight. I can't imagine being 300 pounds trying to get to 180. I would lay down and quit.
Oh man. All right. So, what is the consensus here? Do we who gets the point, or we do move on to the next question?
I'm good for another question.
Yeah, run it. Do another one.
Run it. All right.
Run it.
Full send on the half send, boys.
Full send on the half send. Very nice. All right, here we go. We're trying to get to this last question here. This is going to be obviously a little subjective. Everyone knows you guys in this group here. Are you able to keep a secret out of the two of you? Are you able to keep a secret? The answer is yes and yes. Okay. Let's move on. Let's see if we can we need a really good question to break this. All right, here we go. Have you ever bailed on your friend, Gingy or Gabe? Have you ever bailed on your friends to get laid?
Gabe's gonna say yes. Gingy's gonna say no.
They both said yes. They both said yes. I love it.
I need to hear this story off camera.
But
boys.
yeah. Now we're gonna move on. But we just want to know. Did you tell them or not? No. That's good. All right, let's try and get this one over with, guys. Gingy and Gabe, have you ever used a fake ID? No. Okay.
I've never needed to. I was underage drinking just fine without an ID.
At 14, so
Yeah, can I get one of those beer slugs?
Yeah, right. All right. Let's see. Gosh. Let's see. These are hard questions to ask in general, the ones that I'm looking at.
neither of us have shame. So
Yeah, I'm trying. Exactly. I'm trying to figure this out.
I think that's part of the issue.
Gosh, these are like really hardcore questions, man. You got to see some of these questions. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Can we break this one down? If you could, Gingy or Shane, Gingy or Gabe, would you think that you would be a great phone sex operator? No one yes. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so the answer can be broken here by reason. The answer is no, Gingy. What's our deal here?
He sucks at ASMR.
No,
he's good.
because I just have no interest in hearing myself talk.
Oh my god.
Just try to talk sexy real quick. See?
Yeah, I don't think that's valid there. Okay, let's move over to let's move over to Gabe. Let's move over to Gabe. Let's see what we got.
I don't even dirty talk.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with because that used to be my kind of thing.
Really?
You know, turned on over the phone, and she's like, "Oh, I need to see you," and you're like, "Haha, you can't."
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's great. I think we're gonna give this one to Gabe. Guys, what do you think? I think that goes to Gabe.
To that.
All right. Very nice, very nice. Round of applause, everybody, for these guys getting into the hot seat. What a way, what a show. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now to end our show, we're going to be doing our PvP match. Let's head into our PvP Mojoverse arena. You guys
It's all
ready
you,
for this?
boy.
All right,
Let's go.
so we're gonna pull this one up here. You guys ready?
Hey, that rhymed.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Okay, now we do have a player profile up here. This is Halfsen's player profile at a astounding, which he just reached the other day, an 11 million TCP, the strongest STP, or strongest STP. It's the strongest team power of 714,000, a war MVP 75 times, total characters collected at 157. My goodness, my dyslexia is coming through today. What is going on? All right, so now what we have is total characters at max star rank 109, all-time arena rank at 1, latest arena rank at 3, and latest blitz rank at 31,000. Blitz wins at 13,000. Are you ready to do this, Tony?
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna PvP. Let's go. All right, balanced fight here. And as we get into this,
Oh, okay, yep.
There it is. Accept. Challenge accepted.
what's going on there? All right. Here we go. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for, chat. This is our Season 2 PvP match with Halfsen, as he's going to be drafting right now. And we're going to see what happens in this match. Last season, in overall, I've been 5-4, barely making it a win. We're going to see if I can get a win for Season 2 and match it up to my overall. Here we go. So he bans Emma and Zemo. So I will go ahead and do the following. I will ban Phoenix, and I will ban Ultron. What's going on there, TJ? There's your first time seeing Hot Seat? That's awesome, man. It's a more of an interview. We had to do more of a game show because we were waiting for we were planning with the game show as we were going because the game was in a big update. So we were planning for that. So we already were doing this. Now we can do this on top of it. So we're rolling. All right, he's thinking intently here. Not really sure what he's going to do. All right, so he grabs Taskmaster here. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to see if we can snag. We're going to grab Doc Ock. And we're going to grab Ebony Maw.
Jeez, none of those were favorited. I haven't played PvP in a long time. I didn't have any of those favorited for this. Darn it, I forgot all about them.
All right, he grabs Black Bolt. And Magneto. Okay, so that is interesting in itself. So let's go ahead and grab Anti-Venom. And let's grab X23. And he grabs Mr. Sinister. And Ghost. Ooh, okay. So we have one more pick, and I think we're gonna go with we're gonna snag Loki here. And we're gonna reject one character. So if we gotta reject one character, who would I want to snag? I think I'm gonna grab Black Bolt here. He seems probably to be the largest threat to my team, and he takes away Doc Ock. And picks up Red Guardian. All right. Now that we have this, we will definitely snag. Oh. We're going to snag Thanos here. All right, guys, this is the moment you guys have been waiting for. Half Cent versus Sage Sentient in PvP. I hope you guys are ready for this. Here we go. Ooh, look at that background there with Jubilee. Brand new loading screen as we go. Get your air horns out for this one, guys. Here we go. Looks like it's still loading here. Oh boy. Are you in the drop zone yet or no? Don't move. Don't move until the drop zone. Hopefully it'll. Here we go. Okay, I'm in. Are you in?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. All right, so we have one here. Let's go ahead. And then we're gonna defense up. Offense down. All right. So now we got this. She was blinded, so now we're just gonna get a basic in that. And there's Ghost trying to get through. There's Thanos on his end with a copy clone. Very nice. All right, so now that we got this, bring that speed bar down. Let's see, what do we do here? We're gonna just grab this here. And she's blinded, so I guess we're just going to basic our way through there. Let's get that special. Let's get that counterattack. All right, this might be a moment here. Let's get it. Ultimate. There's one.
Still stuck behind that taunt. I think you did this last time we PvP, and I couldn't get past your Thanos.
Oh no! I think it was something like that, right?
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember that full match, but here we go. Let's try and get this going. Here we are.
Oh geez, this is game over now.
All right, so now we need to come over and we need to ability block Sinister. Let's get through him. And we're gonna just go through here. He's got that disrupted. Let's go through here again. We have a minute 43. Can we get through this? Oh, taunted. And with a heal there. All right, let's see what we got here. Back through. All right, defense up. Let's manipulate him. Can we get him down? Can we bring him down? We got a minute in this match here. Before it gets to turns. Oh, trying to break through here.
Ooh.
Oh man. I don't know if I'll be able to get a full clear here, but it looks like we're on the verge here of time. Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
There it is. 3 turns left.
There we go. 3 turns left. That was pretty crazy. Tony, big congratulations for you on being on the show, as well as everybody else. Gingy, Shane, and Gabe, thank you so much. Now, we're going to ask one more question to you, and we're going to get this wrapped up here. What is your position on RTA and PvP? What are your thoughts?
RTA, I think PvP is fine where it's at. I think it's one of those things, it's just whether or not you like that game mode. I don't personally feel like there's anything to take away from it. I wish that they could find a way to, for RTA, I wish there was a way they could find a way to take the best parts of Arena, PvP, and everything and put it into RTA. RTA's shown some promise, but for them to, in its current state, it's bad.
Yeah.
So,
all right. And very quickly, Gingy, how do you feel about it as well?
Not a big fan of PvP. I love RTA though. It gives me a chance to actually feel like the teams that I'm putting resources into, I can test them, and if it's not working, then I guess I suck. No, it's really a playground for me for theory crafting, and that's what I enjoy the most about this game, is that I can really get into the nitty gritty of making obscure teams that nobody else is making.
Right. Well, that's
my
great.
favorite part of RTA also.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, and we're going to do our exit here. Tony, what a pleasure to have you guys on, as well as everybody else. And Gingy, you guys were so much fun. Love the group chat and the group talk that we did today. Where can everyone find you?
On Twitch, it's just HalfSund. On Facebook, it's HalfSund Gaming. On YouTube, it's HalfSund Gaming.
Awesome.
And then if you like cooking, Smash Bros. Kitchen Addiction.
Awesome. I love it.
On both Facebook and YouTube.
Yep.
Very nice. All right, everyone. Big round of applause for these guys that were in our show today for Sage's Hot Seat. Thank you so much Thank you so much, you guys, for coming on. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Did you guys have a lot of fun?
Yeah,
absolutely.
this was
awesome.
This was a blast.
Awesome, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. We're going to exit you guys out, and I hope you guys enjoy the new patch day. Happy patch day to you guys, and have a splendid, splendid streaming.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
No problem, guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. They were so much fun. You guys can get a chance to check out Half Send in the Twitch community at twitch.com or twitch.tv/halfsend. And also you can find them on youtube.com/halfsendgaming. What a great episode, guys. It was so much fun. Lots of really cool stuff that we learned about them today. Next week we have Mr. Chip Nasty, who should be on, and this is season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this season premiere of season 2 as we get started with some brand new, really cool things and different styles of questions, as we always ask burning questions to our guests as we go over the line of fun and walk up to the line of controversy. Take it easy, guys. Have a great night.